Okay, so we're here. We're gonna stream the match against She Can't Say No, and he's also streaming. So maybe some of you are watching both simultaneously, but either way, you'll be able to watch the archives for whoever you choose. I won't be in the chat at all because, again, I don't want to see any potential advice, but I will probably hop into the chat at the end for a little bit. So we'll go ahead and get started here, I think. Should be a good match. I think our historical record is pretty close to 50-50, so alright, this board doesn't have any draw, so you'll be very hard pressed to build much of an engine. The only way to activate well, there's several ways to activate tunnel. I wouldn't mess with loan, but potentially count could be very good with tunnel. I think Adam H beat SCSN in Gokodam match, one of the games using count tunnel, which normally I would think is terrible, but I guess it worked okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on this board, so I'm not sure how to play it out, but I'll probably open silver and get a count if I can afford it. So you can imagine trying to get a quarry. If you were interested in border villages, you would go for a quarry. I don't think border village is that important because I don't think you'll need to play more than one terminal a turn. So unless I'm totally missing something, I don't see the quarry being useful at all. I think silver is reasonable to get to count, so this isn't going to be a money kind of game. Some people might think about trying lone tunnel. Both my silvers missed the shuffle. Some people would think about trying lone tunnel. I hate lone tunnel. You just end up revealing golds. So yeah, this is so my next silver's also flipped here. I'm gonna want a count at some point, but think I'm going to actually play something that's approximately pure big money with one count at some point. But I think I'm going to take a gold here. Here I'll take border village count. We'll see what he's doing with more actions and see if it works out. I don't know that I'll ever trash with the count. See, he's activating tunnels now, so it's very nice. I could place the silver on top and trash. I'm not certain that that's really worth it versus just adding a gold. So his deck he did line up his tunnel with his count, but in general, the count has a very, very small search space for discarding tunnels, unless you've trashed quite a lot. So it worked out for him, but I'm not sure. The harvest could be pretty sweet. I love harvest. I'm not ready to. I may take a trigger. We'll probably get duchies out soon, so I'm not ready to race tunnels yet. I have no real use for them, and we're not that desperate for points at this stage. I don't know if he's going to break PPR. I doubt it. But he might think about it. I don't know who went first. I went first, so. With 6 here, I'll double tunnel. He probably has 8 in hand. Or maybe he has his embargo, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna pick up a point on him here, but and another point. And I can double duchy and get the last of those. Take a copper. So now we're racing down the provinces, and he has a bit of an advantage there with his harvests. I can trash a duchy and buy a province, which would give me 3 more points. 43. That looks like the thing to do. The other option would just be to get double tunnel, which would be more points, but would leave more provinces available if he's going to hit 2 provinces in a row. Goko is frozen on me. Here we are. I would desperately love to be able to buy at least an estate, but that is not going to happen. So he can tie it here, potentially. No. So he'll still have a chance to tie it. And he could do that with his harvest. Or possibly the count. I don't know. Yep, so he ties it. That 1 copper hand kind of cost me the point pace. That's okay though. So I'm not in love with what he did, but I'm not in love with what I did either. The tunnels are I think you can just buy golds and you'll be fine. And if you don't line up your count and your tunnel, then the tunnels are awful. But they were okay there. My first shuffle was pretty horrific. Though on that board, having that kind of shuffle doesn't actually take you out of the game entirely because there's not anything to buy. I may have had a, well, I think the count for me was okay. There's some question of whether you want to skip it and just play golds. But, so the opening here is Potion Storeroom, just to try and get the familiars. And this game is gonna again turn pretty. Well, this game is gonna be pretty messy, I think. Actually, Philosopher's Stone could be very good. Because this game can last a long time with the ghost ships. So I got my familiar before the shuffle. And he did not. I think I'm gonna look for. He's gonna try and build an engine, I believe. I'm going to just focus on Philosopher's Stones. I don't think that with the caveat that I want to give him as many curses as I can first. The Ironmongers are horrible with curses, just awful. So, with that in mind, I'm going to get a third one before my shuffle, and then after that, go to Philosopher's Stones. Maybe that should even be a Philosopher's Stone. I'm not sure. But we'll see. In here, I can either get another potion. I'm going to get another potion. I don't much believe in the engine. I don't much believe in the Ironmongers at all. So we'll have one curse left. I wasn't really watching the split, but since we've got the point counter on. So the split will be no worse for me than even. I've given him 5 now. And I am up with 2 Philosopher's Stones before my shuffle, and I feel pretty good about this one. If I had a better count of the... I'm not sure if I want a copper here, is the question. Yeah. And I would love to give him the last curse, but that doesn't look likely. Because he's... yeah, so he got a village effect out of that, and it'll let him give me this curse here. I'm going to green now, heavily. With my Philosopher's Stones. One potential would be to get like Transmute Silver, but I don't really have a high enough action density to get a really good use out of Transmute, though I'll take one if I just have Potion, because trashing curses is okay. He went first in this game, so. My Philosopher's Stones both miss the shuffle, but I will have a guaranteed province hand. Just take silver. I'm not going to play as familiar. Actually, I will. If I draw a storm, that would be good. He doesn't really have any money. I assume he'll have to buy Philosopher's Stones at some point, but I don't know. Okay, so he's going to look to trash with the forge. The question is whether he'll have time. I'm thinking about just getting an estate. I don't know that that was right, but... And there's his forge. I hope he does not have a council room in hand. So he's going to be able to forge a lot here. And he's drawing more. He might get me. I didn't really see forge until he bought it. But that's what you get when you're not careful. And he's just digging for curses now. And cycling. He would love, I'm sure, to hit. Well, he won't play his ghost ship unless he gets more ironmonger, and he played all his ironmongers, so he's gonna play a forge this turn. I don't know if my Philosopher's Stones are going to beat a 5 yet to get a province here. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah. So the Philosopher's Stone should be about guaranteed provinces now. So if I can just get enough of these on this shuffle, I might have a chance. He still doesn't have a lot of ironmongers, so he's not getting village effects all that consistently. And I'll be at least able to get a duchy. And I have another I think I'll just take the duchy off the transmute. he isn't going to turn around and start buying a lot of VP all that quickly. I hope he plays a council room, because this is not enough money. Alright, he's just going for points now. That should all but guarantee the game for me. His deck is kind of falling apart now. Although he can still get rid of some curses potentially. And I need to hit another Philosopher's Stone. I'm surprised he even had enough money. He's not mathematically eliminated yet because he still has some curses he can trash. Although maybe with the estates he's trashed, he is. I'm not really sure. He's just ending it. Okay, so we've each gone first once. I had good luck early hitting the potion, 3 potion, pretty often, or very often actually. So I think his potion missed the first shuffle, maybe. Something like that happened because he didn't get a familiar as quickly as I did. Alright, so the score is now 1.5 to 0.5. And we've got, this is a nice board. A lot of stuff going on. There's no plus buy, but other than that, you have everything you'd want to build an engine. And then a lot of strong attacks, but Jack counters them to some degree. I'm gonna open Jack of all trades ambassador, I think. And just, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Buy some good cards and money. He's opening Jack. We'll see if he gets an ambassador. Okay, so he's getting a silver, which is probably the safer call. The other thing I could get besides the ambassador is like a swindler. I like ambassador because Jack can't trash coppers. We'll just try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. He'll probably get us stables now. I'm going to take a shanty town. So those were good draws. This last card is a shantytown. I'll just toss it. There aren't very many cards in there. He's going to have a lot of money pretty quickly. And Stables maybe just will let him cycle through the coppers really well. I need to think about what I want to buy here. Whether I just want to keep this shantytown so that I don't shuffle. I think I will, since I already have an estate to trash. And then I'll probably either get another jack or a shantytown or a silver. I don't know. We'll see. Another jack would be pretty heavy on terminals. I would like to get a Stables at some point. And I would like to get conspirators as well, although that is also a little heavy on terminals for now. But we've been gaining silvers too. Try conspirator. This is a good draw. And he's gonna green, so he may just have enough money that it's not gonna, that he can keep going pretty easily. I do want to get 2 coppers to return. I'm not sure that I'll get much use out of the ambassador at this point. But I can go ahead and green. I have a lot of good money. I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to have to take this, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm sorry about that. We can come right up to the edge of this shuffle if we want. I think there's another silver in here. We're both greening at this point all the way. I don't know if I'm gonna last. I have my deck is mostly silver, so that puts me in a good spot. He can think about harem. I have to try and go for the province, so it's not a good shuffle at all. This is almost like, this is too it's almost all green, which is very unfortunate because you'd at least like to get a duchy or a harem out of it. He keeps hitting 7 though, which is quite lucky for me. Now I've hit a 7 hand. I'm going to take a duchy. I'd rather have the points than the money. I don't know why I played that shantytown. He got a lot of harems in there, so his deck should be a lot better. I would assume he goes for it because he's going to need a province to beat me. Now he can only take a Great Hall. This is a good start unless I draw a... Alright, so I missed it by 1. Or by turn. I'm not gonna draw that, so... It's just a question of whether he can... Well, which of us hits 8 first. And I'm not going to do it this hand. It looks like he'll get it here. He's got a lot of harems. Nope. I take that back. Hands without stables are good to see. This is a good start if I don't draw... Actually, anything I draw would be fine. There you go. So he wins. I don't know why it took so long to play it, but... And that was a very close game. He got that one. Well, he had a lot of 7-card hands, but he got that one off an extra turn, partially. So, and I had a good-looking start to a hand that looked like it had a shot at getting to 8. Alright, so now it's 1.5 to 1.5, and he has gone twice, first twice. This is a big ol' engine board. Spice Merchant you need for trashing Border Village. Everything looks very good here. I don't know how to get to Grand Market. Oh, with Vault, of course. Okay, so you don't really need money or want money except to get a Vault. And you do need to hit 5 once, though. I'm going to take the money. I don't want to risk not getting 5. If I hit 3 again, I'm going to get a loan. Actually, I'm not sure. Okay, so I didn't think about Vault Tunnel all that well. I think you'd rather have Embassy than Vault if you're going for a tunnel thing. Though maybe not. I still think there's time to get at least some grand markets. I have to trigger a horrible shuffle. Well, it's not that. It's one dead turn, I guess. I feel like I'm playing this one very sloppily. I really shouldn't have discarded to his vault, but whatever. Alright, I'm sorry about that, everybody, and my opponent. I had to take care of something. My deck has a few too many golds, I think. This doesn't look like a great time to play. Okay, that worked out fine. So I should have grand markets sitting in here, quite a few of them. Or a couple at least. I don't know about the farmland. I don't really like buying farmland until just the very end of the game, but some people just love the farmlands. do wish I had a better action density of throne rooms and border villages. I'm not sure about our tunnels at all. They are looking more and more like a terrible trap to me. But here I can get border village and throne room. I wish I had embassies. They would be very good. This turn should be awesome. But he's double provincing already. I don't think I want the golds that much. I should be able to triple province. I don't know if I ought to. So a triple will put me at... I don't know if he's shuffled in here somewhere, or what if he's discarded at all. I don't think he has. If he hasn't discarded at all, may mean he has a very good hand. I need to double province at least. This may be a little too much green. It's possible I could afford to build a little bit more. He did have a very good hand, so maybe I made the right call. And he may get to triple province anyway. Depends. I'm not sure exactly how to play this hand. I don't have any grand markets in hand. So the way I would try and start it off is by throwing a spice merchant on a silver. But that in and of itself is not that great. And I don't know. But if I discard, say, estate and spice merchant, I'll just draw another crap card, or estate is silver, I'll just draw another piece of green. I don't think we built these all that well. Although we've gone fast, it's only on turn 13 and we have most of the provinces. But I think I'm going to keep this. I don't know if he'll even buy a province. Oh, never mind. He had double. That was not great. What does a farmland into this do for me? That's just 8 points. That's not enough. Yeah, that was a awful starting hand, and what I've drawn here is terrible too. To draw it dead, I can pretty much only get a few points anyway. This one game. I can pick up farmland, get a border village duchy. And he may just, it would be pretty hard for him not to get a province. I think he would need a pretty bad turn. Yeah. Yeah, it's guaranteed now. Yeah, my shuffle there at the end was not very good, but I don't like the way I played it very well. I don't know that he outplayed me particularly. My second tunnel was dubious. Actually, I think the first tunnel is pretty dubious. I don't know that you need it, but that's okay. It was an interesting board. It's one of those boards where it's hard to guarantee your 5 starting cards really give you a good turn. You can have, I had like Spice Merchant starts a lot, and well, that last turn in particular. Okay, so now he's up 2.5 to 1.5, I think. We've played 4 games, and we've each gone first twice. Yeah, this is again, the draw has been very weak on all of these boards. Nothing more than +2 cards. But you really would like to win the wish split or win the curse split big, and then you want to build into a goons engine of some sort. You don't really want a lot of silvers either, though, so I'm not sure about I don't like Candlestick Maker here. It's too little money. I'm thinking I will open Silver Wishing Well. And the knights could be useful. The Trashing Knight in particular. Sir Martin doesn't look very useful, though, so I'm not sure anyone will ever take the top knight. Alright, I have a good shot of getting 5-5. It didn't happen, but so my wishing well's in here. You would like a trader for the light trashing. I think. And he's going to have some good defense. But you don't really want that many silvers, to be honest. I don't think. So I'm quite happy to see him gaining the silvers. I'm going to use a Band of Misfits as a trader, or as whatever. I would think eventually with just 2 traders I will get some curses in. So I have to trigger the shuffle anyway, so I'll take a goons now. His deck is a lot bigger than mine, in a way that I think will hurt him in the end. Since he doesn't have his trader, I'm going to keep giving him the curses and not play the goons. That's my first curse. Alright, so he is going to be money, which means he has to look for a way to end the game on piles. I should have more of my deck tracked. But he does have a decent number of goons, so he'll be attacking me pretty often. I don't know. The draw is very weak here. I don't know if I'll ever get to a spot where I've gotten rid of enough of my coppers that I'm drawing my deck consistently. And that goons didn't hurt me at all. So now I guess he's going to use rats to get his 3 pile. Which is a thing you can do. I don't love it, but I have to figure out a way to get points somehow. Which, if I wanted to, I could take a province. And then I don't like his rat spy, by the way. He'll get rid of some curses, I guess, but I don't love it. I'm just going to take a goons. is scrambling for points now. Those are the curses. Alright, I think I won the curse split like 8-2. My wishing is hard at this point to get right. And that would have been excellent to hit that and get rid of a curse, but that's okay. The hope is to just be patient and that he can't get the piles. The fear, of course, is that he will get the piles because the goons are low. There are fortunately lots of little cantrips to pick up here for points if I ever get a turn where I get 2 goons in play. Of course, he just got 2 goons in play, so that's horrible. We'll see if he just rushes points. Yeah. I didn't get maybe enough witches. I didn't play the Band of Misfits as traitor often enough. There are lots of misplays. I think you can do a goons thing here and make it work. But not the way I've done it, I don't think. I could get 10 points here. We're just going to try and scrape by on copper buys off Workers Village now. And hope that cuts it. It may not. I don't really have very many goons. Another few points. I only have 1 goons in this 28 cards though, I think. take a very brief points lead. So if I go for the estates here, that puts me up by 4. And if he has like a goons for double estates, he can tie it. So I gotta, I think, just go for the duchy and hope I can turn up a goons or something soon. He still hasn't drawn a goons. His goons seem like they're clumping pretty badly. I don't know if that's true, but so he wished for a goon. He have a village? I'm confused. Oh, he named silver, but he had... Okay, never mind. I'm not confused anymore. I'm just an idiot. We'll see if he goes for the... Nope, he's just gonna keep doing what we're doing, which is... Yeah, I don't feel like I can buy the estates because I know he has a goons next turn. Here I have one, but no workers' villages. If he goes for the estates... No, he didn't. Okay, so I have to get a lot of buys, which I have a tolerably good chance of doing, I guess. Alright, I think if I can get the money now, I can win. That's easier said than done, though. So I can win. I lucked out. I don't think we played well here at all. I think we played just awfully. But I can get enough points, 8 points, with a lucky last turn. I think a disciplined goons engine should win there. I did not play a disciplined goons engine. It's funny, SCSN has played 2 games this round where he's gone for, where there was, I guess, more engine-y type board strategies available, and he silver flooded himself a couple times with Jack and with Trader, which is usually not his. Is something he always rails against. Whereas I went for the Ambassador and the skipping the Trader. So this looks like a board where you really want to win the Cultist split or the Ruin split. I think Apothecary is not good. Minion could be good for it with Forager. It can be hard though if you get behind on the Cultists to even have a chance of cleaning up your deck. So he is opening Forager. I'm going to do silver just because I think if you win the Cultist split big enough, you can win the game. Maybe you can cycle around. So he's doing the Apothecary. I don't believe in that at all. We'll find out soon enough. If your deck is full of foragers and ruins, he can get a couple, but a couple of stonemason. I didn't have 7, did I? Yeah. I'm gonna miss at least one stonemason overpay in this turn, or in this game. I guarantee it. I don't know what this copper rush business is, but he's welcome to do it. I guess he thinks you can do a coppersmith, but I don't believe in it. With him doing what he's doing, I'm going to play Cultist big money, I think. I would really prefer to incorporate minions in some fashion, but I don't know a good way to do that. I can certainly, though, incorporate a apprentice at some point, and I will. See, he's not drawing anything with his apothecaries, which he has a lot of coppers still, but he has a lot of forgers and a lot of ruins, and none of those help your draw. So I'll probably take a single ruins, and the rest of my 5s I will spend on apprentices. Goku is slow. That was a good apothecary draw. How many stonemason overpay? Yeah, that's fine. Put a stonemason in there, it doesn't draw. Coppersmith, you can't draw that with the apothecary. He still has 5 ruins. I have none. I trashed mine. Okay, I'm done. I have 8. I don't want to draw my other stuff. I can apprentice provinces. I can apprentice cultists. Once I hit 4 or so provinces, I should be okay. his deck won't handle green very well. Yeah. He has to hope he can shut me out completely from scoring anymore. I hope he plays a minion. He might get a province here. Surprised he hasn't trashed his potion ever. He's going for a big... I think he has the Coppersmith in hand, so he might double province. This seems foolish, but... He revealed minion last time? Yeah, that's awful. Oh no, he's taking the... Okay. If he doesn't have a minion here, I should be fine. Drawing 8 cards off the cultist should be enough. And I haven't seen a minion in here yet. Alright, I should win. If I don't, I mean I may not. Alright, that's enough. I should just stop playing them then. Okay. So we went 3.5, 2.5. Alright, so I won, but barely, so I didn't pick up a lot of points for the league in this one. The interesting thing on these boards was that the draw was very weak, and it really stopped the engines. We just had all the like Vault, Embassy, Witch, Cultist. Cultist is not actually more than +2 cards. It's actually kind of a village effect. So the draw was really crappy. But I thought they were all fun boards. And thanks to anybody who did watch. I don't know. If too many people tuned in or not, but thank you for watching if you did. I don't think I was commentating very well. I'm feeling a little foggy in my brain. So, thank you for those who did watch, and I'll stream all the matches from the league if I can. So keep tuning in. Thanks. Bye.